new hope to the elves. Shiani continued to be an outspoken member of the alienage community, and in time became the new elder. That outspokenness earned her frequent trouble, but served her people well. Arl Eamon returned to Redcliffe, beginning the long task of rebuilding. He found the village already bustling and eager to leave behind the memories of those terrible nights facing the undead. While Eamon planned to send Connor to the circle of Mage for training, the boy grew strangely ill and the trip was delayed. Then one day, Connor simply disappeared entirely. After a frantic search, he was eventually given up for lost. His disappearance remains a mystery to this day. Whoops. The Dalish elves proposed after the Sage of Denram, having earned much respect for their part in the battle. For once, human lands welcomed the wandering folk. The new keeper, Lanaya, was respected both amongst the Dalish as well as the Ferelden court. She was a voice of reason, and other Dalish clans would turn to her to help resolve disputes with human folk. In time, many of the Dalish clans moved to the new land provided for them in the south near Ostagar. Wary of their human neighbors, however, tensions soon rose again, and only Keeper Lanaya's leadership kept peace alive. In Orzammar, King Harriman found himself in a protracted battle against Balin's rebellion that left him unable to gain the stability he needed. The clan lords objected to many of his measures in the assembly, and only its efforts to increase the dwarves' isolation from the surface met with any success. In time, Harriman's health began to fail. Some claimed it was poison, while others said it was a flagging spirit. Either way, after a protracted illness, the king finally passed away. Wrangling in the assembly for successor began almost immediately. Although the Anvil of Void was destroyed, rumors about its location crept into Orzammar. Years later, thanks to the defeat of the Darkspawn on the surface, a few determined smiths managed to locate the Anvil's remains. They examined the ruins of the Anvil, and upon returning to Orzammar with their findings, convinced the Shape Rate to attempt to recreate Caridin's research. A new Golem was created, bound with a spirit taken from the Fade. A spirit taken from the Fade. The Golem immediately went insane, killing several Shapers before it was destroyed. The research was branded excessively dangerous and sealed away. Whispers of its existence circulated throughout Orzammar, however, and demand among the Smith caste to reopen Caridin's research refused to abate. As good as her word, Morrigan disappeared once the archdemon was slain. Someone of Morrigan's description was seen traveling alone months later, heading west through the Frostback Mountains, and she may even have been with child. There was no word of her after that. With Flemeth dead, or at least gone, the chances of tracking her down were slim indeed. One cannot help but wonder, however, what became of the child? What were Morrigan's plans? These questions must remain a mystery for now. Both Dramino and the companions who helped defeat the Blight eventually scattered to the four winds, drawn either by personal duty or the call to further adventure. Circumstance dictated that they would not see each other again, at least for a time. As the blighted lands began to heal in the Grey War and slowly rebuilt the order in Marnthane, they discovered that the fight against the Darkspawn was not yet complete. Although the Horde was routed and had dissolved upon the Archdemon's death, many of the more powerful Darkspawn survived to organize roving war bands that preyed both upon the land and upon each other. These war bands spread havoc, and some even journeyed west into Orlais or crossed the Shining Sea by the deep roads. They proved incredibly difficult to wipe out. But these are tales yet to be told. This tale ended when Dramino sank his blade in the Archdemon's head and destroyed it forever. It was not the last that Ferelden would hear of him, however. And there you guys have it. That is Dragon Age Origins. So, as always guys, thank you everyone for watching. I'm amazed that I got to the end with this LP, considering my history so far. But, hey, I did it. And that was the Human Mage for you. So that was a pretty damn good game. I'm happy I was able to play it. Let me exit here. So yeah, there you guys have it. Hopefully you guys all enjoyed it. I know I enjoyed playing it. So please, if you want, send me a message or a comment on any of the videos on if you want me to be a dwarf commoner or a city or Dalish elf. So thanks for watching, guys, and stay tuned for my next LP.